Hey, boo, hey. It is day 90 of posting daily on YouTube. And I'm like, wow. I would have never in my wildest dreams thought about it. I had friends tell me 15 years ago that I should get on YouTube. And I'm just like, I don't know what to say. Like, I don't even know what I would make my channel about. But here I am. Still don't know what I want my channel to be about, but I'm posting. So I have three things that I've learned, three lessons from posting every day on YouTube for the last 90 days. And I have them written down right here on my phone. Okay. Number one is I don't have to be perfect. For example, this video should have been dropped at least 8 hours ago. I kept overthinking, and trying to think of something special or cool to do because it's day 90. And yeah, I just thought about it and then thought about it some more and didn't come up with anything. And so I said, Raven, just post. And that has been a lot of days in the last 90 days. It's just like, just post. On days I don't feel like it, just post. On days I don't know what to post about, just post. When I'm late and it's past midnight in Malaysia and I should have been posted, just post. It's like, no matter what, just post. And while it would be beautiful to be at the same exact time every single day, I'm not perfect. I'm not a robot. And continue to do something when I normally feel like I failed, right? So if I when I go past midnight in Malaysia, I'm like, oh, I didn't get it done in that day. And so I'm a failure, right? That's what I would usually do in the past. And now I'm just like, girl, if you ain't been to bed, post a video. And so yeah, it's 7:30 a.m. I haven't been to bed. And I'm just like, I'm posting the video. And that's just it. And it's gonna count. So yes, I would like there are plenty of days I hit before the deadline, and then others I was right after it. And I'm just like, but did I die? No, I didn't. So I don't have to be perfect. Perfectionism was one of the things that was really keeping me from posting on YouTube in the first place. Because I'm like, well, if I don't have the perfect thumbnails and the perfect titles and the perfect content and the perfect ways to promote it, and the perfect lighting, the perfect makeup, and the perfect outfits, perfect hair, how am I going to do YouTube videos? And it's so much pressure operating under a perfectionist mindset. And so day by day, I have been taking back or breaking off some of that perfectionism. And so that was a very big lesson for me. Okay, lesson two. It's not as hard as I thought. And the biggest thing is not letting it become a source of validation, right? So, one of the things with YouTube, because it has so many analytics, and the analytics are right there in your face as soon as you open up the YouTube Studio app or go to YouTube Studio on your computer, which is where you upload your video to YouTube, it has analytics already. Like, you don't have to click on something separate. There's some sort of analytics on that page immediately when you go, whether it's a list of all your content and what the comments and likes are doing, or whether it's how many subscribers you have, how much it's increased or decreased, etc. There's always some analytics right in your face. And so it's very easy to be like, okay, am I getting likes? Am I getting views? Oh, I lost a follower. Oh, I gained a follower. Oh, nobody like this, or somebody like this, but not the person I want to like this. It's very easy to slip into making these numbers mean something about yourself. And I've seen people do YouTube videos about it. Same thing with social media, Instagram, like follows going up and all that. It can happen with any of the social media websites. But I think YouTube, it can be a little different because the numbers are so in your face all the freaking time, right? All the time. So my biggest thing was, okay, Raven, I'm just gonna post and I'm gonna get out of there, right? And it wasn't at first, it was kind of like hiding, right? And that's why I started this YouTube journey, is because I wanted to stop hiding and become comfortable with presenting online and being seen, right? And so at first it might have been hiding, but it really became a I want to protect my peace and not make this mean something about who I am as a person. Yes, YouTube is very powerful. Yes, it can make a great impact on the world. However, it's still a curated version of who I am and who everyone on YouTube is, right? Even if for people who've been on here 15 years, I haven't seen anybody 20 years just yet, but 15 years for sure I've seen. It's still curated and what they want you to see, right? It's not the whole experience of that person. And so I didn't want to make it mean something like, oh, I've only had one subscriber, or oh, nobody liked this video, nobody watched this video. If I, and it's very easy to slip into that mode. And so I had to remind myself, like, okay, Raven, when I open up this app, the only thing I'm looking for is to post my video and comment to any comments, respond to any comments I got, and then I'm out. Because I want to make sure that I'm protecting my mental health. I don't want to get any validation, or is degradation the word I would use? Like validation, and I feel it's kind of like the positive side, so it's degradation. I'm not sure if that's the right word. But anyway, I don't want to make it mean anything, positive or negative. Like, even if I had 5,000 subscribers and they're all like, you're so great, I don't want to take that to heart. And not because I don't value other people's opinion. It's just that I know how quickly, I've seen it over and over again, how people's view of someone can shift like that immediately on these internet streets. It can shift so fast. And if I make it mean that, oh, I'm so great because all these people think I'm great, if they happen to shift really fast, or not even shift, maybe they don't turn on me, or believe some crazy, take something out of context, because I don't mean that people are evil, but sometimes people take things out of context and they judge before they know the entire situation, or maybe they just move on to whatever else is latest and greatest. And yeah, so if I let that build me up and make me feel great about myself, then when that attention is gone, then I'm going to feel bad about myself, and I don't want to do that. And so yeah, that was the second thing that I had to learn, is just protecting my mental health from the hijacking that social media likes to do, right? Over your feelings and emotions. And I think part of that too, also big time, is comparing. Oh my gosh. Comparison. It's very easy to compare on YouTube, especially when a bunch of us started around the same time. But the thing I had to tell myself, oh, hold on one second. My notes, where did my notes go? The one thing I had to tell myself was, Raven, people have different, like, life experiences. Even if you started on the same day doing this challenge, this person has 10 years of experience in what they're doing and what they're talking about. This person has 25 years of experience in what they're doing and talking about. This person has, you know, they were in a public facing role in their corporate experience in the past, and they gave speeches all the time, or they taught online or taught in person all the time. So those things, the previous things that people have done, definitely translate and come out on YouTube. And so for me to look at someone who's had 25 years of experience selling things just in general on their website, on their other social media platforms, they get on YouTube and they start taking off. Well, yeah, they have all this experience. So I can't compare myself to that and be like, oh, they're making money and I'm not. Like, I haven't even offered anything to sell, girl. So how would you even think to compare that? So I literally had to check that as well. That's part of the second lesson, is like, okay, YouTube is not hard as long as I keep things in check, meaning not comparing and not using it for validation or even letting it tear me down. Because that's the other thing too with the validation, is that maybe someone doesn't like the way I look. Maybe someone doesn't like the sound of my voice. Maybe someone doesn't like the clothes that I wear. Maybe someone doesn't like me talking and just taking up a little bit of space on YouTube. They could easily negatively comment on my videos, They haven't done that. Thank gosh. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But that is a possibility. And that's literally something I would tell myself. Like, I don't want to be on YouTube and I don't want to be on, remember Black Twitter, where it was several years ago. Black Twitter would cut people into pieces, right? They would find some, cancel people, and just go in, like pull up all these things from the past and just like destroy that person online. And that was my big fear for a long time, which is why I didn't start YouTube. I was like, I don't want people to see me and then talk about me in some negative way. And I was really scared of that for so long. And now what I realize is that the people are genuinely nice. They are generally and genuinely. And when those the keyboard warriors, I guess you could call them, come about, it's not at this level. You know, I'm still small fish, still small fry, very small fish in a big pond or big ocean. um but yeah, I think part of building up the muscle is to, if I get that big, if I continue on this journey, if I even get that big, then it's like building that muscle day by day of dealing with that versus going viral overnight and then you have the people with negative things to say. Yeah. But anyway, that's lesson 2. So then lesson 3 is I have something to say. Now, it may not be the best organized, it may not be on one particular theme or a few different content pillars, but I've been posting for the last 90 days, even if it's short and sweet, or even if it's all over the place. I've, my brain be going on tangents. I still have something to say, and that's definitely more than I ever thought was even possible. So, yeah, it's been pretty cool to see. Now, as far as I know, I can do better, right? One of the things I have seen is like, okay, YouTube likes specificity and being and having a clear niche, right? We've all, if you've been on YouTube for a day, you know that. If you've thought about you doing YouTube ever in life, then you know that. It's like, what's your niche? What are you going to talk about? What are the topics you're going to stick to and talk about those throughout? Because that's what YouTube likes, that's what YouTube rewards. So there are things that I can do better, and I'm going to start integrating some of those things slowly but surely. Um, but yeah, those are the 3 things that I've learned. So to recap, is I don't have to be perfect, right? I not letting YouTube become a source of validation, um, or letting it tear me down, and no comparison, Raven. And I have something to say. So those are 3 lessons I learned, and I'm looking forward to continuing. Yeah. So that's it. I think I'm way overdue for sleep, so I'm gonna go do that. But thank you for being here. Thank you, truly, 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 because you have so many other things you could be doing. And so I always appreciate even a second of viewing my videos. All right. Thanks, Boo. Talk to you later.